Hi folks, today I just wanted to cover something as more of a concept than anything, something to apply throughout your mixing session. And I'm just going to show you one example of that, which you could then take the idea of that and apply it throughout the rest of your mix. This idea is pretty important when you get to working on much bigger mixes, denser mixes, where headroom will become an issue. Once again, we've got A Place for Us by Carlos Gonzalez, which Carlos has given me permission to use for this video. So what I'll do is I'll play the start of it and then we'll discuss, ways that we could go about mixing the instruments as they come in.
I miss you so much, boy. I don't know what I would do with myself if you were gone. Far away from home, I don't know how many times I've fallen, and honestly I lost count long ago. But you've always been the to pull me back up on my feet. Oh, I can taste the blood on my lips. It's nothing but the sweet and truthful faith in our love. I know that you can save me, I know.
Okay, so I suppose the thing that I want to discuss is we've got, as we can hear, a very dense mix. And so it's so important that we make sure that any instrument that gets introduced into the mix doesn't just add to volume to the point where we run out of headroom. So here's a mix move that you can use to make the introduction of each instrument audible without it completely destroying your headroom. As you can see here, there's already one mix move here. When the Hammond comes in, the piano drops in level. Okay, we're looking at automation here, the volume automation for the piano. And so one thing I've noticed is that with the introduction of the Hammond, it could be there or it could not be there until the vocals disappear. So let's just have a listen to the entrance of the Hammond.
Far away from home, I don't know how many times I've fallen, and honestly I lost count long ago.
Kind of a bit lost, not really defined at all. And so here's what I would do. It's good that we've got the piano dropping down in level because we've already heard the piano at this point. We know that it's there. It is a major part, which is why it can't disappear completely. The way that I'd like to deal with the Hammond, which, let's face it, is not an integral part of the song. It doesn't play, as you can see, throughout the song. That's the breakdown section there, by the way. The Hammond only plays here and there throughout different sections. So one way that you can deal with the entrance of the Hammond is to basically come in here, and we're going to make this start fairly loud. See how that goes.
I don't know how many times I've
Can't quite hear it there, so we're just going to boost it up even more.
I don't know how many times.
Alright, so that's quite loud. What we can do is we can just have it poke out and then it tucks in under and gradually gets quieter. I'll just put in some more points so that we can have it be introduced and gradually come down in volume from where it is.
I don't know how many times I've fallen, and honestly I lost count long ago. But you.
And you'll notice that when the Hammond came in, it came in loud enough that it was like, whoa, that's almost too loud, but it quickly drops down. I mean, we could tailor this, but the general idea is that we have it introduced to the point where it's quite loud when it first comes in, but it's loud and then it's straight back down again.
I don't know how many times I've fallen.
You can even extend that out a bit more.
I don't know how many times I've fallen.
Put in a few more points. Just going to smooth that out.
I don't know how many times I've fallen, and honestly I lost count long ago.
And so by doing it that way, the ear can latch on to the entrance of the Hammond, whereas if it can't hear it, if it's just coming in flat, there's really no point. The brain may or may not perceive that that instrument's there. Of course, the only alternative at that point, if you can't hear that organ, is to boost it up louder than it needs to be. If we take that up.
I don't know how many times I've fallen.
So we can hear it, at that level, but it's not practical to do it like that. If you apply this concept, especially in dense mixes where you've got a lot of instruments coming in and being introduced, using this technique, it's a really good way of kind of tricking the brain into thinking that something is louder than it is, because you've introduced it and then you're just pulling it back, just ever so slightly, pulling it back gradually. And on a technical level, that allows you to do much more with the mix. It's affording you the headroom to then go on and introduce more instruments. I hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, happy mixing. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas for new tutorials or require mixing services, please email me at yamahadrums2009@hotmail.com, and please subscribe to remain informed of future video releases.